Hey, y'all. I'm going to try to leave that where everybody can see it. And they cutting the grass, so bear with me. It's probably going to be loud. Hola, everybody. Hey, 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 hey. This is only going to be like this for a minute so y'all can see where we at. Hi. That's the website. This is what you're looking for in this chapter. If you type in Josephus Book 8, hey, y'all. Type in Josephus Book 8 on your search bar, and it's going to come up to Bible Study Tools. Click on that and go to chapter 1, The Antiquities of the Jews, please. Hello. Hello. Hey. Hola, everybody. Hey. Hey. I want to show y'all something. Thank you so much. Hey. Y'all screenshot this or something real quick so I can turn this back. I love y'all. This was one of our first hoodies, our second hoodie actually. This was the second hoodie. This is our We Outside University hoodies. If you never synced it before, that's what this is, our We Outside University. I definitely will. I definitely will. I have been. Hey, y'all. I already know this is not going to work for some reason, and I don't know why. But right now, can y'all screenshot this so y'all can see it? Like, can y'all screenshot it real quick, please? Because this is where we got to go today. I don't want everybody asking because I'm not turning this back around. Screenshot it. I love y'all. Hey, thank you. Y'all know these is on Nerd Junk Shop, right? Did y'all know that? We already had our fall colors prepared, and we already had it together. You can go get one of these. I think they come in green, too, if I'm not mistaken. It might be blurry. I think I broke my camera. So, just look over it. I think I broke the camera. No, this is not in the OTP. Y'all, look, read the board, y'all. Do y'all see what it say? BibleStudyTools.com. It tell you where to go and everything. All the information is there. Do I need to turn this sideways a little bit more so y'all can see that? Screenshot it so you can see everywhere, everything that you need to get. Are they talking about on YouTube, y'all? Everybody screenshot this, please, so you can go back and look at it. I'm going to leave it up for like one more minute. And then y'all probably have to flip it or whatever. I don't know. Y'all got it? Everybody got it? Okay. Because I'm about to flip this and move, and I'm not moving back. So. All right. Okay. Better. There we go. Okay. So y'all need to go to that book. Now I gotta pull it up on my computer so I can read it with y'all, but I also have it on my book too. Y'all got it? Let me turn this up. This feels dark. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Hey, y'all. Y'all ready? We about to do some good studying today. We'll talk about current events later. Okay. We'll talk about current events in a minute. I want to get this class going because it's really, really good. And I think y'all going to be happy. Okay, did y'all go to the website and get the book and everything? Y'all, where we at? Everybody in the same place? So the first sentence should say, we have already treated of David and his virtue and of the benefits He was the author. Y'all got that? Put a heart if that's what it say. So the page you on, see if this gonna work, should look like this. The page you on should look like this. Close out all my other business. It's under the references. Are y'all ready for class? Those of you that can, now if you at work, I know you got to listen. You don't got to tell me. I'm just saying the ones that are going to be reading along with me, are y'all there? Okay. So y'all, we about to talk about solar moon. Who want to learn about a little bit more about Solomon? Y'all want to get into Solomon business? Y'all want the tea on Mr. Solomon? We going to be all up and through here. It is so good. It really is. I don't even know that I need this light on. We about to see because it's already messing with my eyes. Okay, I think it's fine. Natural light is okay. I done messed up my blinds, y'all, because I'm raggedy like that and then broke them because I'm a little stronger than I be wanting to admit. Ah, damn it. Sorry. I'm about to have to do this the old school way. There we go. Because I done broke the damn blinds. Just ghetto. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. I done broke the damn blinds. I done broke them. I done broke the blinds. Sometimes I'm a little bit stronger than I want to admit. It's okay. Okay. All right. Let's get this popping. Y'all, we about to be all... I done broke the blinds. I broke it. I broke them. But this natural light is helping my eyes. Hey, sugar. Hey. All right, y'all. Go ahead and screenshot this and flip it on your screen or whatever you need to do. We are not in our books. I'm going to let this be for just a minute because I want to go ahead and get this going. Okay, so this is where we at. Bible Study Tools. Look all that information up. I'm on TikTok right now. I'm on TikTok right now. They got me blacklisted or something. I don't know. Because they telling me I got 3,000 new followers and them numbers up there ain't moved. Not once. So y'all make it make sense. You know, it counts as people come. I done got 3,000 to 5,000 new followers, but they absolutely are not showing up in my numbers. Yeah, I don't know. They got me blacklisted or whatever you want to call it. It's been for a minute because I've been getting a lot of follows. They not showing up. People can't find me. I've been getting emails. We talk about too much stuff over here that the government don't want us to know about. So they put, I told y'all they've been looking at me a very long time. Y'all think I be lying. Okay, real quick, let me shadow ban, whatever they call it. It's blacklist, the same thing. Look, real quick. Did y'all see the video that I posted about me talking about in 42 months it's going to be 2020? Who saw it? Put a hand up or two if you watched it more than one time. And y'all can see I had braids right after that. Remember I told y'all once God told me what was coming, I started my locks. Soon as he told me what was coming, that was May of 2017. And I started my locks in June of 2017. Just so y'all know. Because I know y'all probably be thinking I be lying. I'm like, Lord, help me find the video so these people can see. Because I said, oh, it ain't about to be no weave then. Let me go on and grow this hair out. Let me get these edges to growing back out, because it ain't about to be nothing, Lord. That's when I started gardening. That's when I really got serious about making bread and learning how to do stuff. Right then, y'all. I started a garden. I had already started a garden maybe in like February. But I really got on it. That summer, it was my first summer. I built my raised garden beds. My ex-husband thought I was crazy. I told y'all when I say, so look at this. What's crazy is now y'all see why I said when COVID came, I was prepared. Because God told me you're not going to be able to leave your house in 2020. You're not, it's the food is going to be scarce. People going to be sick. It's going to be something with the medical going on. Blah, I was say skip. And guess what? 3 years later, exactly what my dad told me in the year that he told me it would happen, it happened. 2020, he said 2020. Be ready, baby. Be prepared. Stock up on toilet paper, washing powder, soap, pine sol, bleach. Make sure your kids got extra socks. He told me everything to get, and I had it. That's why I said when people was running around in January, February, March, April, May, baby, I didn't have to go nowhere. Had 2 deep freezers sitting full of meat, ground up. I was ready. I was ready. And everybody, my ex-husband's family thought I was crazy. He thought, I told you I used to take the money and spend it. God let me get the money other ways, baby. Look, and I was tucking that stuff all through that house. Baby, when COVID came, he didn't even know how much stuff we had. I ain't listening to you. I believe God. I believe what God tell me. You got me messed up, bro. He said, I know you got money tucked away in here, and do. Because God already told me when whatever hit, you're not going to be working. And guess what? He was a truck driver. He delivered to the restaurants, schools, and nursing homes. Y'all already know all of that was shut down. Guess what? He was put on work furlough. I was paying bills ahead of time, putting an extra $50 and $30 on the bills. For 2.5 years, I was doing that. He didn't know why. Why you keep paying all these bills and we got credits? Because in a minute, you ain't about to be able to bring home what you bringing home. God already told me. I ain't waiting on you. You can be mad now, but you won't be mad then. And guess what? The very same man that did all of that, the very same man that did everything he could to not help me stock up in the beginning, was bragging the whole time during COVID about how we didn't have to go stand in line and we didn't have to go nowhere. And my wife already got everything stocked up that we need stocked up and blah, 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 blah. And I said, why is you telling people what we got? So they can come over here, because I'm not giving them nothing. I'm not giving them anything. Shut up. And don't take nothing out of this house. Because we don't know how long this thing about to last. Wow. Okay. I didn't have to go outside for nothing. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is, it's coming again. Please stock your stuff. Do not waste money on vacations. Don't do it. Don't even do it. So y'all been sending me stuff. If y'all see, I've been trying to just take me a break for a minute. Because it's overwhelming, a lot of this. I get a lot of ding, 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 ding. I thank y'all for staying on it. Anything y'all show, y'all see me. Sometimes it be a repeat. But guess what? It's a lot of stuff that don't be. And I did not know. Now, this we about to look up together before we get into this lesson. Someone tagged me in something or sent me something or commented on one of my videos today that said that they already merged and already approved the one world government called Christian Islam or Unislam or something like that. Did y'all see it? So we gonna look it up together. There you go. You don't have to worry about if he's a liar or what. We're just Chrislam. Chrislam. Yes, look it up. Thank you. Chrislam. Now, I don't know, but we about to find out right now. Chrislam. It came up. It says it came together in the 1970s. Chrislam and the Pope. Let's see. What's it say? Biden joins Pope Francis. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Biden joins Pope Francis Grand Imam of Al-Azhar in marking Day of Human Fraternity. On the second annual Day of Human Fraternity, both religious and secular leaders have joined voices calling for the greater brotherhood and solidarity, saying faith implies respect for all people regardless. OSHIT. Oh, fertilizer. Oh, fertilizer. That's why the heifers showed up over there. The red heifers. That's why they got there. And somebody tagged me in something saying, and now y'all wonder, okay, who's been here with me for at least no. Okay, y'all, I'm not going to slight the people that's been here. Who been here with me since February, March, April, May, before the summer? Who been here with me since before the summer? Please tell me. Just raise your hand. Y'all remember I said, y'all, I don't even really think we got to the end of summer before all of this stuff really started popping off. Who remembers me saying that in February? Who remembers in February, March, and April, I said, y'all, before the end of the summer, we have got to get everything together because by the end of the year, we are going to be living in a different time. There are things that are coming, y'all, that is about to change our whole world. I've been saying that since February. I got on here and went viral February 23rd, 4th, 5th, something like that. Listen to me. I told y'all, I said, y'all, the reason that they are taking down all of those racist statues is because they're about to be replaced with something else. Something that the world is going to be forced to worship. The one world religion, the one world government, the one world leader. I said, please stock your cabinets if you do not plan on taking the global identification. Please. Before the summer, I said, y'all, please don't waste money. I know y'all about to go on y'all family vacations. I said, but please start stocking your cabinets because there's not going to be any meat, milk, eggs, cheese, all of these things. We talked about it. Now, in every place that is supposed to be dry, it's wet. In every place that is supposed to be wet, it is dry. There are earthquakes, tsunamis, tornadoes. you name it, wildfires. Not one continent has been untouched with natural disasters. Someone, my sis, we was on the phone last night, 6.2 in Russia today. Can I ask a question? When y'all watched the video that I posted in 2017, did anybody hear me say Russia and China? Gog and Magog. Who heard that? Who was in the news during COVID? Russia and China. As soon as COVID hit, Russia and China started being in the news. As a matter of fact, no offense to any of my Asian family, they was calling it the Chinese disease. Do y'all remember that? And then all of a sudden it was the Trump stuff and the Russian stuff. Right during COVID. During the medical crisis. Ooh, I feel the power of God. During the medical crisis, when food was scarce and people were locked in their homes, you had to have a letter to leave your house and be out. God told me all of that 42 months before it happened. He said that's the first half. The second half, food is going to be scarce. Store up like you living on house in the prairie because it ain't going to be no lights, no water. Learn how to filter your water. There, my Jesus. This is the second 3.5 years. And every single thing, the food scarcity he told me was coming. Everything. Puerto Rico we have Puerto Rican followers. So just think about the people that have been watching Circa Trova now, because y'all know everybody was putting their flags up at first. We got people that might have went ahead and got some of these things because they've been here. To the point where they just might be prepared for what just happened over there. We hit all 7 continents. Just think about this. We hit all 7 continents before March. We had all 7 continents, and all I've been talking about is the disasters that are coming. And now disasters have hit all 7 continents. I say, y'all, this is going to happen all over the world. Everybody, I say, don't go to no island. It's going to happen on the islands. You going to be running. And then we read about it. Well, I'm going to just go here because they got food. I said the food shortage is going to be all over the world. Please believe me. You won't be able to spend your money. So you better go ahead and spend it on food. I've been saying that. And now Lebanon, women are running in with guns trying to get the money. People in China have not been able to get their money. And there at Canada, they froze people's assets because they didn't want to switch to the digital dollar. And this is all within a 7-month period. Do not waste money on clothing, belts, things that you got enough wigs, baby, make them work. Go get extra glue. If you gonna spend $1,000 on anything, it better be food and survival things for your family. Please listen to me. If you ain't never studied what an eagle eye prophet is or a watchman, please do so. Or a watchwoman. They are the people that tell you the disaster that is coming prior to. Not saying it ain't going to come, but so you can be prepared. And so often, so many times, people don't want to hear about the bad because it's going to ruin my vibe. That don't mean it ain't going to be a choke dough with it. You hear me? That don't mean they ain't coming to your crib just because you don't want to hear it. Listen. It could save your life, your husband's life, your mama life. Y'all trying to split and go, hey, you better be trying to figure out who your allies is right now. And I'm not talking about because it's good and money is flowing. I'm talking about the people that if you got a piece of bread and I got a piece of bread, we about to make a loaf. That's what I'm talking about. Because everybody else that is around you because you cute, around you because you balling, or oh, baby, they about to show you how quick they change their mind, I promise you. And y'all wonder why I walk by myself. Baby, I don't trust nobody. I'm telling you right now, especially not in the times that we about to go into right now, I don't trust nobody. I don't care who it is. If you didn't come out of me, bro, you could possibly be the enemy, and that is that. Sorry. We going to a whole different time right now, y'all. The time out for, I know she my bestie. No, she ain't. He ain't your bestie either. That's not your homeboy. Stop telling them how much money you got. Stop telling and running in there. Hey, shut up. And don't waste what you have on things that are not going to be valuable in the next year. If every store closed down, and it ain't no jewelry to buy, it ain't no bread, and what you got? You got wool blankets in your house to keep your kids warm while you balling and your mouth is stupid shiny? If it ain't no heat, ain't no electricity, ain't no running water, you so clever in the streets, but what you got, homie? Y'all got all these toys, but can you survive when all of the amenities that allow you to be so boastful are gone? Because I know a lot of people that ride real good and they refrigerators be hella empty. Cabinets be dusty, cobwebbed up. But stay flying fresh. But if the stores get shut down today, they gonna starve to death. One thing about the old hustlers that I know, they kept plenty of houses with plenty of food, and they'll ride a bucket and be the richest nigga on the block. But everywhere that he planned to lay his head, it was stocked with whatever he wanted, and whatever whoever wanted was in that house. I don't know what cotton balling y'all be doing. Big old houses with no furniture in them. That's crazy. That show you right there. If you can't afford to furnish every room when you move in and you buy something like that, that means you can't afford it. And I don't care what nobody say. How about you buy a house that you could pay off completely so can't nobody come take it from you? Furnish that one and go get another one. That's what the Negroes back in our day used to do. What y'all do right now, one wrong comment and y'all can't afford y'all house. One wrong video offend one wrong group of people and you niggas is broke. Make it make sense. Every business investment that you have, somebody can come and rob you for it. That's not a good look. And I mean, with a pistol, they can come take all your wealth. Because you wear it on you at all times. And when I say nigga, I mean ignorant people. I don't care if you white, black, orange, purple, blue, yellow, old, skinny, big bone. I'm talking to everybody. You have no reason spending $2,000 on a wig and you ain't got a year's worth of food in your house. You have absolutely no reason to be buying a Gucci belt, shoes, Prada, nothing. If you ain't got enough stuff, your kids got 2 years worth of clothes just in case they shut the internet down and ain't no stores because we in a depression. So you got all their sizes all the way up for 2 years? They got drawers and socks and warm winter clothes just in case it ain't no gas so they can walk? Tell you something crazy. My 19-year-old and my 23-year-old, they already working on their size 3 tees for their children and ain't neither one of them made one. They're new moms. They ain't one been a mama almost a year. The other one been a mama for not even 4 months. And they already, and this is their own doing. One baby about to be 4 months. The other one won't be one for another few months. And they already working on their size 3 T's and 4 T's. They ain't worried about trying to, no. My baby got stacks and stacks of diapers she trying to get rid of right now. Hundreds of diapers because she's stocked up. She didn't go get no, I don't buy no Gucci nothing. Diapers, wipes, baby lotion. She only asked for stuff that she needed. And once there was no room for that, then she asked for the wants for the baby. Everybody think because you put your baby in name brand expensive stuff and that you a good parent, but what happens in the next 6 months when the stores close down and they don't even have 15 outfits for the next 2 years? And I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad. I'm tickling your ears. Go get them babies some clothes 2 years up. You gonna ball out? Put them in some cheaper clothes and make sure that if these stores shut down, because the president is supposed to announce in January that we're in a depression. Did any of y'all go watch the videos about the depression and how people was living and what was going on? Because if it is, then I already know y'all not blowing no money no more. I already know you stocking up on every single thing you can. No more $700 hairdos, of course. If there's no gas and you have to walk every single where that you have to go, every single place, do your kids and you and your husband have adequate clothing if it is, because what did they say? It's a polar vortex gonna be over us. Didn't they say we gonna have a polar vortex this year? Where I'm at, it's supposed to get, they said it could get 30 to 40 below zero. They calling it a hibernation zone in Missouri. They already talking about our electrical grid is shaky and our resources are low. And if they go to war, they're going to be using all the gas and stuff for that. So what do you have? My sons in Arizona, they talking about it's going to hit them too. They supposed to have a winter like they ain't never had or something like that. So yeah, it might not get as bad as it is in the Midwest or up north, but it's that everybody gonna catch it, which is gonna kill off things that are being grown in those areas because it's super warm. A frost coming through like that or it's too cold of weather, whatever they grow in these warm climated places, you're not gonna be able to do it. Don't forget now, we get all of the vegetables and stuff from Venezuela and all of these places. They're being flooded out, droughted out. So where is that food coming from next year? Tell me. They said it will be frigid, exactly. So while you're out on spending so much on all these extravagant meals and stuff, you're going to be real sad come maybe next year. So instead of wasting money to make people feel like you got it, prepare so that way when the world is very bare and there is nothing, that you do not have to put you and your children in the situation to be running with the masses trying to fight and get whatever is left. You have time now, and God is amazing that He will always allow you to prepare. I don't care what your financial situation is. I do not care. This I know because, like I told y'all, I was not working when God told me this. I was a stay-at-home mom, and my husband used to be acting funny with I said, God, send me the money. And He did. Babysitting jobs, hair, everything. And I just was wise with a little bit, and He kept giving me more and kept giving me more to wear. I didn't even have to ask Him. I didn't have to spend money that He was giving me. And then God was teaching me the coupon. He taught me to be wise with my things as to why I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then we about to read this because it's all in that. The number one word I want y'all to write right now in a book, a piece of paper, in your notes on your lovely $17,000 iPhone or whatever it is that you have is the word instruction. Ask God to allow you to understand instruction and how to apply the instructions that you get. That's important. I'll be right back. I'm going to give people time to go to the homework assignment just in case you just got in. Please go to Bible Study Tools. Look up the Antiquities of the Jews. Book 8. It'll be book 8 or whatever. Chapter 1. Thank you. And we're going to be all through here. And bookmark this. Because y'all be asking me where I get the book of Josephus. Well, now you got it. on, y'all. I don't know if this is just a part of getting old, but I literally have to keep a case of water in my room. The heck? What's going on with that? All right, y'all. We back. Okay. Ooh. Instruction. Hey, y'all. I know y'all be thinking I'm crazy, but I really do love y'all, and I really do want y'all to be okay. Hold on 1 second. Dang. I should have did that first. Whatever. Hey, y'all. Okay. Just instruction, y'all. Just ask God to help y'all with instruction. All right. Y'all got the homework so we can get to it. I love y'all too. I really do. I want y'all to be okay. And I ain't coming for nobody else, but it's a lot of folks out here that's on pulpits and they not telling folks what's going on. And that makes me angry. It makes me sad because you leaving people to be destroyed. And the Bible said that his people was going, he said, my people going to perish. And we know that means die an untimely, violent death because they don't have enough information. That don't make no sense. Why would you let people do that? Just because you don't want to scare them, well, I plan to scare the hell out of y'all. It done got y'all right. Folks is rethinking their actions. Y'all rethinking how y'all talk to people. Y'all rethinking all kind of stuff. Changing your parenting styles, changing the way you talk to your spouse, changing the way you go out or put yourself out online. So folks is getting ready to meet Christ. I don't really care how nobody else feel about it. I'm going to be honest. I don't. And I really been thinking about this. You know what I mean? That's why I said I've been reflecting y'all these last couple of days. Because this is a magnet. This is a big thing. I don't care. I might not have 10 million followers, honey. But let me tell you something. If I know that I had a part in, mind you, we've been hashtagged over 200 million times. So I already know it's that. We might not have that many likes and followers, but we've been hashtagged. Somebody didn't looked up Circa or Trova together combined over 200 million times. So with that, not worried about it. One, if each one of those people just went and looked at the Testament of Solomon or Jasher or Enoch or the book of Adam and Eve or Nephilim and did an in-depth study, 200 million people, that's a lot. They might have came back and snuck and looked at something else, and whether they came back and they studied with us or not, they could be studying. And those 200 million could have easily spread to 1 billion. We don't know. Because I don't think I get the shares if you share it on your Facebook or this or that or however it works. So we don't know because I went and looked at my analytics on my YouTube and I ain't gonna lie, I was very pleased. Not about viewers, but about the continents and the places that we are being watched at. They watch us a lot in Germany. Who knew? And the Arab Emirates too. And Africa. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm like not, oh, it's me. No. This word is being shared all around the world. So we don't know if the people in Indonesia that watch me went and started stocking up. The people that were watching in Japan. The people that were watching in Turkey. Because to know that people in Germany, I mean, it's a thick chunk of it. You don't know what they experiencing, and they might be like, how did this lady know that? And because we don't discriminate on whatever, we want to know. If you in a country and we don't know what's going on, we trying to find out because they can keep us blind as long as we separate it. This is why the devil been trying to take my life my whole life, right here. He has tried to kill me so many times, tried to kill my character, tried to make people not listen to me because he knew at the end times I was going to have something to say. I understood the assignment. Hit it, sis. Yes, I did. I understood the assignment. Thanks, Dad, for choosing me for this last. Maybe I was passed over all of these years, but guess what? At the time that counts. Ah, she hit that three. Ah, the girl goes wild. Say it again. You hear me? And I don't even play sports, but I know that's that. Hey, you hear me? Do you hear me? Come on, yes. I don't even gotta run fast. Y'all not catching that one. You hear me? Catch up. Y'all got a while to run. You hear me? Come on with it. I'm telling you, listen. And this ain't pride. This is not boasting. This is understanding that God will put you in the back to teach you, to get you ready until your appointed day. Don't feel crazy that you ain't getting the recognition or whatever. Don't feel crazy because he's training you to stay where he plans to put you. That's the difference. He's training you to stay there. Don't worry about it. I'm so grateful he didn't put me nowhere before now. Happy about this part right here. Real happy about it. Ooh. Let me tell you something. I know she probably in school right now. But when we get 9-year-old little babies like Miss Cece that gets on here, she's 9 years old. And she get on here by herself on her own tablet and listen to her TT talk about God. 9 years old. 4-year-old babies. Mama laying there asleep because I didn't talk to the bed, and the 4-year-old then sit up and listen to all 5 hours of the class. And then turn around and ask his mama, Mama, are God real? Are God real, Mom? You hear me? People, the emails I get when people say, I've been in church 45 years, 35 years, 25 years, 65 years, been reading the Bible every day of my life, and it never made sense like it makes sense now. Y'all, do y'all know what that do to me? It do something. That people that have been in church their whole life, God is just now coming alive to them. But guess what? I'm grateful he used me. But had I not gone through all the ugly, all the abuse, all the lies, all the craziness, it wouldn't make sense today. It would not make sense. It wouldn't. When I tell y'all he used to make me watch cult leader movies, And see what they did wrong right there? See what happened right here? This is why this is not good. This is why this is not good. I didn't understand. Like, I did not want to watch this. Oh, I understand now. Because this ain't about Circa. It ain't about my view, it's not about any of it. So when people start to say, oh, that's a cult. No, I've already studied them. No. No. This is not a cult. I'm sorry, no. Because it ain't about me. And that's why I tell y'all, I'm on the same level as y'all. Don't be trying to put me on no pedestal. I mess up every day. Cult leaders want to be worshipped right up there with God. Absolutely not. I'll bust your head. Don't even be trying to put me up there. No. We is family. That's what we do around here. I don't know. Now, we joke around with pastor and whatnot. It's cool. But y'all know, nah, absolutely not. My job on this planet right now is to prepare people for the things that are coming. To open your eyes so that you can see that God is real. Devils are real. Demons are real. All of this stuff is real. No matter what they try to tell you, it was all here before. Everything is real. Don't let them fool you in church and tell you it's figurative or whatever. It's a parable. No, giants was real. And there's genetic disorders and the monsters and the gene splicing that they're doing right now. None of that is new. It all happened in Jasher. So with that, we're moving on to our lesson today. All right. I say let's do it. I just want y'all to know, like, you know what I mean? God is real, and he loves you, and he wants you to understand, because if you don't, it's going to cost you. How about that? All right. So, we about to read about Solomon. We about to get in Solomon business. Who want to get in Solomon business? We got to get in Solomon business. We've been on an hour too, so thank you. Y'all ready to get on in Solomon business? All right. This is where we at. If you just came in, we about to get in Solomon business. All of the instructions are there. This is the book. Go type this into your search bar. It's going to bring you here. You go to the Antiquity of the Jews, chapter 1, right there. All right. You ain't missed the hour. You can go back and watch it. Y'all know. All right. So it says, come on now. We have already treated of David and his virtue and of the benefits he was the author of to his countrymen, and his wars and his battles, which he managed with success, and then died an old man in the foregoing book. And when Solomon his son, who was but a youth in age, had taken the kingdom, and whom David had declared while he was alive, the Lord of that people, according to God's will, when he sat upon the throne, the whole body of the people made joyful acclamations to him, as is usual at the beginning of a reign, and wished that all his affairs might come to be a blessed conclusion, and that he might arrive at a great age and at the most happy state of affairs as possible, or possible. Right? Y'all got it? Okay, because I'm about to turn this, y'all know. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure this is right. All right. So basically, the book prior to this in Josephus, which is this book right here. Okay? The complete work. So for all of those talking about they Hebrew Israelites, who say they're Hebrew Israelite but they don't have this book? Tell me and be honest. Who say that Hebrew Israelite, but you don't have this book right here? Tell me. Y'all want to tell the truth? family. Do y'all see what this say? The antiquities of the Jews, the wars of the Jews. Okay, well, let's maybe not say that until we get that book and start reading in it, okay? Because it's the history of the Jews right here. Their wars, everything. All the juicy meat in between the Bible is in this. A lot of it. Screenshots. But let me tell you something. If you're here, you already have it on your computer now. So who went to this? Because if you went to this, I just took you to this book in the digital form. Raise your hand if you went to Bible Study Tools and went to this, if you don't have the book. Because if you went to this right here, this website, and if you typed in Josephus Bk, chapter 1, came about, okay, so now you do have it. So remember when I showed y'all where it says that Abraham and Keturah's granddaughter married Josephus? I mean, not Josephus, but Hercules. Remember when I told y'all that Abraham and Keturah's granddaughter married Hercules? It's in here. This is where it is. So if you want to tell somebody that, now you know where to go find it, because it's at this website. It's right here in this where you at right now, where it listed that. But sis, you ain't gotta wait. You can go online and go to it right now. If you go to this, you can go to it right now. Okay? So if you want to tell people that Hercules was a real person and he married Aphra, who was Abraham's granddaughter by Keturah, it's in this book. If you have the book, it is page 253 and 252 if you have the book. Just type in Josephus Bk chapter 1 and it's going to come up. Just type in Josephus Book 8 chapter 1 and the website is going to come up. It's the first one. Hey y'all. Okay, let's get this popping. So let's come on, because we've been on an hour already. It's on sacred text too? Okay. Go to Bible study. Just type in Bible. All you got to do is type in this name, y'all, in book 8 in your Google. It's going to come up. Type in Josephus, book 8, chapter 1. And this website is going to come up. Screenshot it, y'all. All right, let's go, because I want to get to this. Okay. So, 2, it says, but Adonijah, who, while his father was living, attempted to gain possession of the government, came to the king's mother, Bathsheba. So, I need y'all to look up the word Adonijah and tell me what it means. Tell me what the word Adonijah means. While I go get my coffee that I left in my room. Adonijah. Or did I leave it in there? Oh, no. Y'all, if y'all reading along with me, it should be in there. My Lord is Jehovah or my Lord is Yah. Good job. It says he's the fourth son of King David. What's his mama name? Yep. Haggis. Hmm. Hmm. Who knew? Are you reading along with us, Sinfully Made? It should be. If you online, it's right there. If you can't read along with us, that's okay. A son of David put to death. Okay, don't worry about it, Mama. You all right. Okay, a son of death put to death. A son of David put to death by Solomon, right? This isn't, okay, y'all, this is not in our books. Are y'all reading this when y'all come in? Like, if I say look at the board, do y'all look at it? Because this is not in our books. That's why there's a website here, y'all. If you just type this in on your search bar right here and all of this is why this is here. It's not in our book. I'm just saying for the people that's saying they waiting, this isn't even in our book. So if you want to read now with us, you can. Okay. So Adonijah is Solomon's older brother. Okay? By another woman. Who knew David had more than one baby mama? You did. Good job. They always only really talk about Bathsheba, don't they? But Solomon had older brother and sisters, not counting the one that passed away. Mm-hmm. 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 You know there was some drama going on in here. He had wives and concubines. Come on now. Yeah. So we're reading today about his brother who was on some BS. We getting ready. Look it up. Now, if you going to read ahead, don't put the stuff in here. If you read ahead, that's good. Keep it to yourself. Okay? Because you won't control my class by reading ahead and then asking questions to show that. Don't do it. Just keep it to yourself and wait till I get there. Thanks. Okay, y'all gonna have to screenshot it and turn it because I'm not gonna keep turning it around because I'm trying to teach my class. Y'all gonna have to screenshot it and flip it on your phone. Okay? Because I'm not gonna keep stopping to turn it. Screenshot it, flip it. Okay. So it says, but Adonijah, who, while his father was living, attempted to gain possession of the government. To gain possession of the government. Came to the king's mother, Bathsheba, and saluted her with great civility. So Solomon had dealings with a lady, Queen of Sheba, or Sheba, and then his mama's name was what? What was his mama's name? Solomon's mama. Solomon's mama's name was Bathsheba, and then he ended up having a baby with the Queen of Sheba named Menelik, which started the Ethiopian dynasty, or kept it going, should I say. Bathsheba is the mom, but Solomon ended up having a baby with the Queen of Sheba. I believe her name was Candace. She had a couple other names too. She had another name that started with M, but they had a son, Menelik, which started the Ethiopian dynasty. He looked just like Nipsey Hussle. Mm-hmm. She sure did leave pregnant, didn't she? You're welcome. You're welcome. I know they're not the same person. I'm just saying, isn't that crazy that his mother's name was Bathsheba, and then he ended up having a baby with a chick who was the Queen of Sheba. Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep reading. So right now we know his half brother, right? His half brother really wants the kingdom. Okay? Are y'all listening? We know his half brother by his daddy. Now Solomon has already been placed on the throne. Game of Thrones, y'all. Game of Thrones. Right? Who watched Game of Thrones? Wasn't it one of them that killed all his brothers as soon as he came to power? Which one of the dudes killed all his brothers or something in Game of Thrones? Wasn't it one of them that killed all his brothers when he came to power? I can't remember. I thought it was one of them. Okay. Thank you, y'all. All right. So anyway, Solomon's stepbrother, Baratheons or something. Yeah, one of them. So look, Solomon's stepbrother, or not stepbrother, half brother, went to hit Solomon mama like, hey, I want to talk to you about something. Now he thought that Solomon was just young. So he was like, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to talk to Solomon mama. Okay? He want the government. So who better to talk to? Because they know most little young men listen to their mother. He went and talked to Solomon's mother. Excuse me. Right? So if I want to get in a guy's head, I need to talk to his mama. Because his mama is going to influence him. And most men don't tell their mama no. Right? Right. Okay. So he said, and when she asked him whether he came to her as desiring her assistance in anything or not, and bade him to tell her if that were the case, for that she would cheerfully afford it to him, he began to say that she knew herself that the kingdom was his, both on account of his elder age and of the disposition of the multitude, and that it was transferred to Solomon her son according to the will of God. He also said that he was contented to be a servant under him and was pleased with the present settlement. But he desired to be a means of obtaining a favor from his brother to him, and to persuade him to bestow upon him in marriage Abishag, who had indeed slept by his father, but because his father was too old, did not lie with her, and she was still a virgin. So basically what he wanted to do, his daddy's chambermaid, he wanted Bathsheba to tell Solomon, hey, bro, tell or basically he was like, tell my little brother I want to marry my dad's chambermaid. Right? The person that used to lay next to his daddy to keep his daddy warm in his old age, he wanted to marry her. Now, she was a virgin. She didn't lay with his daddy because his daddy was old and couldn't do nothing. I bet she was like, phew. Now, what that's making me think about is House of Dragons, because that happened in House of Dragons. When the king's wife died, his daughter's best friend was sent in there as a chambermaid, and then she ended up becoming the queen. Remember? He wanted that pillow talk. LaShonda, you called it. You called it, LaShonda. I was wondering who was going to catch it. He wanted the last woman that the dad laid by because he know he probably told her all the secrets. I was wondering who was going to get it. Good job. High five, mama. But guess what? Even though Solomon was young, he had wisdom, right? So look. So Adonijah went to his brother's mama and said, hey, I want you to tell my brother that I want my daddy's chambermaid for a wife. Because he wanted to take over the government. And he said, by right, really, you already know, by law, because I'm his elder son, that I should be king. But God gave the throne. God gave the throne to Solomon. But really, he wanted it because it said that in the beginning. Game of Thrones. Right here. We about to read it. Here you go. Okay. So, she was still a virgin. So Bathsheba promised him, let me move this up, to afford him her assistance very earnestly and to bring this marriage about. So she said, I'll do that. That ain't nothing. because the king would be willing to gratify him in such a thing, and because she would press it to him very earnestly. Accordingly, he went away in hopes of succeeding in this match. So he was like, yeah, the mama on board. Yep, I'm about to do this thing. Don't even worry about it. He like, bet I didn't got in Bathsheba ear. She about to tell Solomon. Solomon, because he young, don't really know what the plan is. But really, I plan on taking care of the government, taking over the government. So I'm going to lay with my dad's chambermaid. That was his plan. Right? Crazy. Crazy. So it said, accordingly, he went away in hopes of succeeding in this match. So Solomon's mother went presently to her son to speak to him about what she had promised, upon Adonijah's supplication to her. And when her son came forward to meet her and embraced her, and when he had brought her into the house where his royal throne was, he sat thereon and bid them set another throne on the right hand for his mother. When Bathsheba sat down, she said, "O my son, grant me one request that I desire of thee, and do not anything to me that is disagreeable or ungrateful, which thou wilt do if thou deniest me." So she was like, don't be ungrateful and deny me. You always give me what I want. And what I'm about to ask you for, I don't want you to say no, because it's going to make me feel some type of way. This is what the mama said. Basically, I'm about to ask you something and I just want you to tell me yes. Didn't even know that the man she telling her son about to ask this favor for is plotting on your boy's job. And you gonna go to your son and say, now listen, I ain't taking no for an answer. This is what's gonna happen. Thinking you doing something and don't even realize that bug done been put in your ear to off your son. Watch and make sure the counsel that you are receiving is valuable and wise. Everybody coming to teach you what to tell your children don't have your best children they interest at heart. Moving on. It says, and when Solomon bid her to lay her commands upon him, because it was agreeable to his duty to grant her everything she should ask, and complained that she did not at first begin her discourse with a firm expectation of obtaining what she desired, but had some suspicion of denial, she entreated him to grant that his brother Adonijah marry Abishag. So he was like, hold on now. Don't just assume that because you my mama, I'm about to just go on and let you have whatever you want. Let me hear what you got to say, and then I'll think about it, basically. Don't just think because you my mama. Yes, I normally give you what you want, but you doing all this, so it must be something. Because you ain't never said it to me like that. Normally just come and ask me for what you want. Now you telling me don't tell you no. I'm the king. What's going on? Let me hear it first. See what's going on. Because you ain't never did that before. Right? Okay. 3. But the king was greatly offended at these words and sent away his mother, go on out of here, and said to Adonijah aimed at great things. And said that Adonijah aimed at great things, and that he wondered that she did not desire him to yield up his kingdom to him as to his elder brother, since she desired that he might marry Abishag, and that he had potent friends, Joab the captain of the host, and Abiathar the priest. So he called for Benaiah, the captain of the guards, and ordered him to slay his brother Adonijah. He also called for Abiathar the priest and said to him, I won't kill you. I will not put you to death because of those other hardships which thou hast endured with my father. And because the ark which thou hast borne along with him. But I inflict thee this following punishment upon thee, because thou wast among Adonijah's followers and was of his party. Do thou not continue here. You got to get on up out of here, bro. Now that I know you was running with my brother, you can't stay in my kingdom. Right out. Get your family, get your kids, get everything you can carry, and hurry up and go home. I'm not going to kill you, even though I should. Because 9 times out of 10, you're the one that advised my brother to come and ask me for what's going on over here. If I let you stay here, you gonna rile up some other people to cut my head off. So now I'm gonna give you some mercy and make you hightail it out of here. It's the sundown town. You better get out of here before the sun sets. Go live on your own land, in your own town, in your own city. Because if I see your face again, it's off with your head. Listen. Oh, Jeffrey, you couldn't ease out a little bit? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what to say now. Y'all, I ain't trying to. Okay, let me say this. I'm just going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. The movie makes so much sense now. He wasn't going. He sure wasn't promised. He was like, y'all thought y'all had me, but y'all slipping. Let's keep on reading. It's good. I told y'all we just have to get in Solomon business. Told y'all. So look. He called his homeboy. He said, go on and kill my brother. I'm going to let this little priest dude live. Let's see. He said, but I inflict this punishment upon thee, because thou wast among Adonijah's followers and was of his party. Do not continue here. Do not thou continue here, nor come any more into my sight, but go to your own town and live in your own fields, and there abide all your life. For thou hast offended so greatly that it is not just that thou shouldest retain thy dignity any longer. For the forementioned cause, therefore, it was that the house of Ithamar was deprived of the sacerdotal dignity as God had foretold to Eli, the grandfather of Abiathar. So it was transferred to the family of Phinehas, to Zadok. Whew. Now those that were of the family of Phinehas, but lived privately during the time that the priesthood was transferred to the house of Ithamar, blah, 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 blah. So we just gonna move on from that. Go down to 4, y'all. Go down to verse 4. And it says, now when Joab, the captain of the host, heard of the slaughter of Adonijah, he was greatly afraid, for he was a greater friend to him than to Solomon. And suspecting, not without reason, that he was in danger on account of his favor to Adonijah, he fled to the altar, and supposed he might procure safety thereby to himself, because of the king's piety towards God. But when some told the king what Joab's proposal was, he sent Benaiah and commanded him to raise him up from the altar and to bring him to the judgment seat in order to make his defense. However, Joab said he would not leave the altar, but would die there rather than in another place. And when Benaiah had reported this answer to the king, Solomon commanded to cut off his head there and let him take that as a punishment for those two captains of the host whom he had wickedly slain, and to bury his body, that his sins might never leave his family, but that himself and his father by Joab's death might be guiltless. And when Benaniah had done what he was commanded to do, he himself was appointed to be the captain of the whole army. The king also made Zadok to be alone the high priest in the room of Abiathar, whom he had removed. He said, "Oh, you." I'm getting me some armor, y'all. Y'all just wait. I'm gonna walk in here with me an whole armor suit on. I'm gonna be a knight in just a minute. I'm gonna find me one. I'm telling you. Solomon said, wait a minute. Dang it. Oh, man, I gotta get it. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know. Ah! My scepter! Oh, wait a minute. Just hold on a second here. Oh, yeah. I can't find it, y'all. I'm gonna have to give me another one. I don't know where my leaves are. I was about to do it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna go with. I was looking for my gold leaves. I can't find them. I don't know where they at. And I got my little. I was going. I was looking for my thing, but I can't find it. So we're gonna have to do this right here. This is my staff. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, you said he don't want to lead an altar. No, king. He doesn't. He has chained himself to thine altar, right? And Solomon said, and he won't come, and I told him to come? Nah. Off with his head. O king, are you sure that this decree shall go out? Yes. He has disobeyed the king and not hearkened to my words. Bet. I want some armor so bad. I want to come clanking through here real bad. He said, hey, Joel, the king said, come here. Nah, bro. I ain't gonna die nowhere else. If I'm gonna die somewhere, I'm gonna die right here. If I die somewhere, I ain't die, I'm gonna die right here. Y'all gonna have to kill me. Because I know he believes in God. He said, all right. Bend your head down. Schwank. You said you wanted to die right here. The king said, obliged. This a holy kill, homie. It don't got nothing to do with none of that. It's different when it's a holy kill. It don't got nothing to do. He said, say less. You said it, Nikki. Say less. Who am I not to oblige you in your... Who? Who am I? Listen. He said he ain't coming. Cut his head off right there then. What is we waiting for? I tried to give him a chance to plead his case, but since you think you know what I'm gonna do, cut his head off. Yeah. Listen to me. Bet. You hear me? He said, well, the grace was bring your here when I said come here. I'm the king. Come when I say. Come on. That was the grace. Because you don't know if I was going to just throw you in jail. You don't know what I was going to do. But because you think you know I'm going to give you what you asked for. That's why you got to be careful what you ask for. Listen. He could have just locked you up or let you go like he let the old dude go. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall too. Listen, I know that was hilarious. Right? Okay, so we gonna move on from there because I want to take y'all to another place. Now, go to chapter 2. I gotta go to the bathroom again. Y'all, this whole getting old stuff. I need to stop drinking so much water. Thank you so much. So now we about to go to chapter 2. Same book. We was in chapter 1. Now we just gonna go to chapter 2. And it should say concerning the wife of Solomon, concerning his wisdom and riches, and concerning what he obtained of Hiram for the building of the temple. And this is where it's about to get juicy. Let me go get my meds in. Give me 2 minutes. For those of y'all, I'm going to turn this around. Because right now, right here, right now, honey. Right now, we're right here. Just give me 2 minutes. I shall return. Go get your coffee or whatever you need. Because this is the part of class you did not want to miss. Are you ready? You already know it. You already know, Be Will. This is its website. It's website. So y'all that just got here, go to the website. And we ain't in chapter 1 no more. We in chapter 2. So let me redo this real quick. For folks be like, we lost. We in chapter 2 now. Chapter 2. Talking about Solomon's wife. And some we about to get all in Solomon business today. I'm telling y'all. Y'all about to be like, Yeah. So I'm happy, Be Will. Because you caught on to that real quick. Everybody go look up who Hiram was again. And tell me what mythological god he's also known as. I'm going to get my books. You just wait. Hey, y'all be getting to it before I can get to it. Goodness gracious. That means I got great students because y'all actually pay attention in class. Ooh. Yes. I'm so excited that y'all remember. Y'all, we be getting it in this here class. I told y'all we autodidactic polymaths. That's what we do around here. This dude right here, his name is also Hiram. So screenshot this real quick because this guy from Greek mythology is also Hiram that we are getting ready to read about. They are one and the same. Screenshot that, please. Because I got to go pee. Screenshot that. This guy up here, Agdor. Yeah, be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Get y'all books. If y'all got y'all mythology book downloaded, get your stuff, y'all. Get your stuff. All right. Sorry, y'all. Woo. Okay. I'm back. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I'm going to get hot and cold. For those of you that are new here, I am going through menopause. So just get over it. Yes, I will undress and dress. It is not to entice nobody. It's because I'm trying to regulate this body temperature, okay? My house is on 67. My feet are cold, but I'm going to get hot and cold. Just look over it. I'm really a old, if y'all can't tell already, I'm an old witch with a B, though. Because we can't say that word. So I'm not really a witch. We just go switch it and put the B there. I'm a old. That's what I am, okay? Okay. Jesus. Goodness gracious. I don't know if I'm hot, cold, sad, happy. I don't know what be going on. Oh, Lord. Thank you so much. I'm going to show y'all real quick. I ain't finished with it just yet, but this is the rest of my dragon. Do y'all see her? I'm almost finished. And it's sparkly. You can't tell it because this light ain't on. But it's glitter on there. Now you can see it. And there's glitter on their eyes. You can't really see it because it ain't really glittering like it's supposed to. But it's glitter. Oh, there you go. You can see it like that. Y'all see? It's glitter everywhere. This is one of my favorite. I like this one. This one. So I'm about to start something else, or maybe I did already. I don't even remember. I think I didn't. I think I'm going to send this to my daughter so she can finish it. I'm almost through it, about halfway. So, did they have a four-headed dragon on the queen's casket? Lord, don't get me started. We're moving on. We are not giving her any more time here. Wow. What's the name on the cover? It's a storybook for my grandkids. No, we have in class right now. Inky and the Butterfly. I actually have a little cousin by that name. That's one of her nicknames too. But yep, it's a whole story. You can read it. So I'm taking... Yes, I use my pens. Girl, that's all I use to color. I don't use nothing else but them. And this took like a month. Oh my God, it took forever. And I still didn't even finish. Y'all see that? It took forever to color each and every last one of these little things. Oh my God. Forever. Yes. Oh no, I'm not. Yes, I love coloring. Y'all know I got a lot of coloring books. But all right, let's get back to it. Is y'all ready to learn about Solomon and his wife? Thank you so much. Y'all, that's how I come. That's what I've been doing. Reading emails, replying to people, doing a little bit of counseling, and coloring. Coloring steadies my mind. So I'll be coloring as soon as I get off here too, and then I'll go to work. Because I got to bring my stuff back in. That's why I told y'all, get some coloring books. Because if we got to be in our house, you're going to want something to do. If they talk about locking us down and I share somebody else's video, somebody shared it to me. Did y'all know in 2020, October of 2020, that they had a news article that came out that they said that they was definitely going to be locking people down for an extended period of time due to natural disasters? Who went and watched that video that I reposted? Did y'all see that? In October of 2020. Now, family, I just learned about that yesterday. I learned about it yesterday. But do y'all remember my video? There was a specific month that I talked about in that video. Who remembers? I said, y'all, in October 2020, it's going to change the way we travel. Now, even though it wasn't enforced in October of 2020, it was set in stone in October of 2020. Okay? But now, almost 3 years later, it's about to be October again. So 2 years. No, because that was however long. So, well, 2 years from that date, what are we having all over the world? Natural disasters on every continent. And in October 2020, they said, we will lock people down again for natural disasters. It's imminent, basically. We're going to do it. While COVID was kind of still just because March is when it hit America really, where we was getting locked down. And then in October, we was still locked down. But God told me in 2017, the month you need to be worried about is October of 2020, because that's when all of the real stuff is going to start going down in the government. And then we find out 2 years later that that was the exact month that they decided that they was going to lock us down again. Y'all don't think that's crazy? Y'all don't find that suspicious? Anybody? Now, every other day, there's a natural disaster on every continent. When I tell y'all, get your journals. Keep them with you. If you can keep your books with you at all times, I don't care if you're at work and you got to go out on your lunch break if they let you or whatever, your locker, whatever. I need y'all to keep y'all books with y'all, and I need y'all to keep a journal with you at all times, because God is going to start telling you different words and you're not going to know why. Look it up right then if you can. If you cannot, if you can write it down, write it down. If you can put it in your notes, whatever you got to do, but those words mean something. Now y'all see why I read the way that I do and why I write everything down, because I can go through, like I said, I can go through this book right here that I bought just to start doing notes on, right? This was just a book I bought. And this was 5/27/2020. I was studying about Norse mythology, Indian folklore, Teutonic mythology, truth of the Christian religion. That's when I found that book. And then I said, what does the Arabian Nights have to do with the Bible? Memluk. This is when I looked up a white slave, y'all, right here in Arabia. It was 6/30/2020 is the day that I found that out. But I want to show y'all. It might not be in here. It might have came off. Let me see. It did. I took it off of here. Trying to show y'all about the god and the goddesses, but I guess I took that piece of paper off. It's not on right here. Where did I write it at? So it might be with the other documents I was showing y'all. It is. Dang it. Let me do it this way. Nope. Where's that piece of paper at? Oh, maybe I did take it off. Okay, so I might have ripped it out. Oh, no. Let's see. What is this? No, this is just studying the infancy of Jesus. Okay, I don't know where it is, but it was talking about the gods in Arabia and Russia and China. I have to find the specific piece of paper because it's down here somewhere. This thing came off of here. I have to find it. You just got through reading that? Yeah, that's good for you. That's real good for you. It's real good. Now he came to set the captives free and change your whole understanding about a whole bunch of stuff, don't he? Oh, I just snatched that whole ass off. Sure did. It's gone. Yep, that's it. UFOs attack Russia. Wow. Then order prepare for war. It's real good too. You still in the middle of reading it. Good job, y'all. Y'all finding out. I told y'all. And just think, my crazy tail read that at 12 or 13 years old. So just think about when I used to be in the hospitals. I was 13 and I didn't even memorize that book. No, it's a book. So when they was trying to tell me stuff when I was pregnant with my kids, and when they was trying to look at that, look at my antenna just popped out. Y'all see it? Did y'all watch that pop out by itself? Who saw that? It said, bing. And y'all saw I was not touching it. It popped right on out. Y'all see it? It standing straight up too. I'm going to let it be. To download. Y'all see it? Can y'all see it? Everybody see it? It popped out. It said, bing. Yeah, buddy. I'm going to leave it. All right. Antennas on fleek. I told you I wake up and some of them, like these, don't let these ones fool you. They get air too. They do this same crazy stuff. It said bing. That's funny. All right. I love it. My hair defies gravity. That's like absolutely amazing. Okay. It's like wonderful. It's like one of the best things ever. Like, it's great. What was they saying about my hospital stay? Girl, I don't trust them people. When my leg got burned, I woke up and two different times, one of the nurses was standing over me. And he wasn't supposed to be in my room. He was not supposed to be in there, but they had me on so much morphine. You know what I'm saying? I kept waking, but the Holy Ghost would wake me up. But right before he had came in my room, I had woke up and I saw a dark shadow on the opposite side because there was nobody in my room in the burn unit, right? There was nobody in there, and I was in the room all by myself. So I woke up that night, probably 30 minutes before this man came in my room, and I saw a demon on the other side. And I started praying, even though I was under all of that medicine. Why? Got that feeling. Woke up again and looked up, and the man was standing right over me. The nurse, I was like, what are you doing in here? He was like, I'm checking on you. For what? You're not taking my vitals. You're not this. He was on the opposite side, too, where if somebody was walking by, they would not see him. With my children, when they used to be trying to give me all kind of pills and medicines and stuff, I'm telling you, I was 16 pregnant with my son. My dad was a nurse. So I used to look up all the pills. My dad had that big pill book at the house, physician's desk reference. I used to read that stuff. Because I had already read, he came to set the captives free at like 12 or 13 years old. So I had my son at 16. Y'all got me messed up. Y'all got me messed up. When they tried to, I told y'all, they tried to tell me my 19-year-old had ADHD, and then they told me she had Down syndrome. I said, I'm not receiving none of that. Well, we're gonna have to. She wasn't even 24 hours old. I said, nah, we're not doing none of that. And it ain't nothing wrong with her. She don't have ADHD, and she don't have Down syndrome. You got me messed up. I'm not accepting it. And they kept trying to tell me what her signs and symbols were. I said, she tired. Hell, she was in labor for 12 hours too. Ain't nothing wrong with her. Watch. Now let her get this milk. She gonna be good. And she's my most active child right now. They thought because I was young. I'm not about to let y'all put that on my kids. Y'all got me messed up. No. Nah. Y'all got the wrong one. I was already a praying parent. I knew. Yeah, buddy. If they don't think you know, they'll try to tell you all kind of stuff to play lab right with your kids. Y'all better start looking up that medicine before you let them give it to your child. Look up all the side effects. Look that stuff up. Testing potions. You said it. You ain't about to be And medical practice. I ain't knocking no doctors. Now, don't get me wrong. Not all doctors are witch doctors, but more doctors are witch doctors than regular doctors. And now y'all understand why. When I go to the hospital, I ask the person that think they about to be treating me, do you believe that Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior of the world? And if they say no, moving on. I'm going to need another doctor in here. You won't be assessing nothing from me, actually. Because how is it that people be fine, they take their blood, and then all of a sudden they have a chronic death, ill, debilitating disease? Did you go do a incantation over my blood while we waiting for these test results to come back? Because I was fine. They get an immunization and now they're not talking. You got me messed up. I'm telling y'all, people tried to scare me and tell me my kids was not going to be able to graduate high school. Excuse my language, but they did not get no immunizations. And as y'all can see, my last baby just graduated. Y'all got me messed up. I was signing that waiver every year. Well, if measles, mumps, and rubella and cholera, whatever, jump out, then I'll pull them out. But until then, they'll be here every day, sick or not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They didn't get flu shots or none of that. Absolutely not. People be fine before they go to the doctor. Fine before they get these immunizations. Fine before they start letting you play with yo whatever, and then they be like, oh, this is off. Yeah, cause y'all playing what's alchemy. Y'all doing alchemy over there. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Stay off that tape, the periodic table, messing with my blood and my body chemistry, talking about, oh, their chemistry is off. Could it possibly be all the poison you putting in me? Could that possibly, no, that don't have anything to do with it. You gonna give me some more poison? A lot? 17 pills of poison a day. And this gonna make me better. Even though the body is self-healing. Really? So you tell me that the body is self-healing, but then you tell me that I have to be on your poison for the rest of my life in order to stay healed. Make it make sense. Because as long as my cells are regenerating, so will this body and the stuff in it. I quit messing with doctors a long time ago, unless I just absolutely have to go. But if I don't absolutely have to go, I'm absolutely not going. No. All right. We are now on book 8, chapter 2. If y'all ready, let's get it on. It says Solomon, having already settled himself firmly in his what? Kingdom. This is my staff. My kingdom. And having brought his enemies to punishment, he married the daughter of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Who knew that Solomon married the king of Egypt's daughter, Pharaoh daughter? Who knew? You knew, Markeisha. Good job. All right. You did, Janice. Good job. Okay. You just read about it. This is why we need to read outside of the 66. 20, nigga. Stop, Circo. Can't talk about that. Oh, Lord. I don't know where that came from. I have absolutely no idea. Moving on. Oh, I don't know, Dash. You can find out. Uh, uh, what's really in this thermos? It's just coffee. I'm about to go make me some more. Y'all know I be hearing. Listen, if y'all can know really what goes on in this mind, I'm telling y'all how I be hearing the Bible read and acted out. It would be great if I could do a movie about the Bible. It would be the hip hop version. Everybody would be reading the Bible. Everybody would be reading it. Like it had the scriptures and everything, but it'd be more like Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society with a little bit of Jason's lyric in it and a lot of New Jack City, a little bit of Blade, a little bit of Born Identity, and then something like a Tyler Perry show. It'll be a mix of all of that. That's what my version of the Bible would be like. Yes. Oh, and a little bit of Game of Thrones because we gotta have the dragons and stuff and the mermaids. But yeah, so Game of Thrones, Blade with a little bit, Boys in the Hood, a lot of New Jack City. Like it will be, yep. Instead of the New King James version, it'll be the Circle Hood version of the Bible. The Circle Hood version, authorized by King Charles. Come on. Oh, Jesus. I can see it. I could see it. Oh, Lord. Too funny. Yeah, Tyler, let me get over here, Mr. Perry, in one of your in one of your movie theaters. Boy, we gonna have a box office hit. You hear me? Right. Cause y'all, the character I told y'all to picked out the characters to all the stories already. Live Whitfield. I already got where everybody gonna be. I already got all the people. All of them. I'm telling Cat Williams is definitely gonna be there. Cat Williams has got to play with other biblical people. I kind of want him to play Noah just a little bit. I kind of want him to play Noah just a little bit. Could y'all see him as Noah with Neymar? Y'all know he used to be a pimp and stuff too, and then Neymar, it would be perfect. Idris Elba is gonna be Jesus, of course. Terrence Howard is gonna be Judas. Did the either Terrence Howard is gonna be Judas or the guy what's the guy in all of the B movies that always plays in the black B movies that always play the slimy guy? Is it Eddie Murphy's brother? He died, right? Didn't Eddie Murphy's brother Charlie Murphy die? It's another guy that kind of looked like Charlie Murphy a little bit, and they both always play the victim. I mean the villain. What's his name? What's the other guy that kind of passed? Like it seemed like they always the villains together. Clifton Powell, is that his name? Mm-hmm. Him. He probably will be Judas. Or Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames could be Judas too. Not Debo. Mm-mm. He'll probably be Samson. He'll probably be Samson. And yes, The Rock is definitely going to be all of the pharaohs. We just going to keep remaking him older, younger, and Jason Momoa or whatever his name is too. He going to be a pharaoh too? No. I'll make Jason, whatever his name is, Aquaman would be Joseph. Aquaman would be Joseph. Mm-hmm. Y'all think y'all y'all think we could get Meg to play Neymar? Y'all think that y'all think Meg? Nah, we gonna get P Diddy to play Judas. P Diddy. P Diddy is gonna play Judas. I forgot. P Diddy would be a perfect Judas. P Diddy, he's perfect for the role. P Diddy. P Diddy is gonna be Judas. P Diddy. P Diddy, if he gonna fit. P Puff Daddy would be a perfect Judas. Wouldn't he, y'all? Mm-hmm. We gonna have to give Jay-Z. I think I got another role for Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. Ooh, P. Diddy is perfect for that role. We definitely gonna cast him for Judas. Yeah. Show is. We missed that. We should have. Mm-hmm. What do y'all think? Uh, Jezebel. Or either the wife of the woman that had her daughter dancing for John the Baptist's head. Now that's Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner is gonna be the chick that asked for John the Baptist's head. Cause she pimped her daughter out. So it'll be Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner would be the Persian's wife. Mm-hmm. Kris Jenner. That's her. So for the John the Baptist story, when the stepdaughter had to dance for her stepdaddy, we gonna make her. That'll be Kris Jenner role. We plotting out our movie for the Bible, for the hood version of the Bible. Shaq could be Og. No, well he could, but Og was not a very nice person. There was giants that was on the good side. We gonna put Shaq on a good giant side. We gotta find another giant because I don't want him to be Og. Boosie is gonna be Paul. Boosie. Boosie is gonna be Paul. Boosie. Boosie's gonna be Paul. Mm-hmm. Boosie gonna be Paul, y'all. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see Boosie as Paul. Yes. Yes. And then, so y'all remember the one where we read where, I cannot think of his name. So there was the eunuch. Remember the eunuch that was going back to Ethiopia or wherever? The story about the eunuch when he was like, how can I understand? Y'all remember the eunuch story? We're going to have Paul Wall be in the chariot. Tipping on fofos, riding in fofos. We're going to have Paul Wall be the eunuch that had the money and the gold and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll have somebody like J. Cole. J. Cole is going to be the dude that's walking. And then Philip, I think his name is. So J. Cole would be Philip. And then Paul Wall is going to be the eunuch dude that's riding in the gold chariot tipping with all his diamonds and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then J. Cole going to be like riding or walking down the street. But Paul Wall is going to be bumping the music. And then he going to ask Philip. Philip going to say, hey, bro, you even know who that is? You even know who you talking? Like, you even know who that lyricist is? Nah, bro, how I'm supposed to understand unless somebody explain it to me? Yeah, he gonna smell, ching, you know, his thing. And then J. Cole gonna run it down to him and start rapping it to him like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yep. 50 Cent is gonna be Adonijah. Solomon brother. 50 Cent is going to be Adonijah or Ahab. 50 Cent could be Ahab. Cardi B would be Rahab. I give Cardi B Rahab. I give Cardi B Rahab. Cardi B gives me the Rahab kind of vibe. But y'all do know that Rahab ended up becoming like Jesus' great-great-grandma, right? He sure would be a perfect Adonijah. Morgan Freeman got to be Enoch. You right. Mary Magdalene is going to be the Queen Bee, the first one. Tupac's he's already taken a role. He's actually already acting a whole nother life, a Kill the MC. So he's already busy with acting right now. I don't think he'll be able to play anything. Lil Kim. Did I say that out loud? What about Tupac? I said he's busy acting another role already. So he won't be available for the movie. He's already got a full-time acting job, 24 hours a day. Moving on. He's busy already. Who knew? Moving on. He's already busy. We won't want to bring him to the forefront anymore. He's lived one life, let him live the second, okay? He's literally a living legend. He's already busy. Moving on. All right, let's do it. Come on, y'all, because I'm about to go get busy here in a minute. He in the country. The best way to hide is in plain sight. The best way to hide is in plain sight. The best way to hide is in plain sight. Moving on. You already know. He said, I am alive. How would he know that was gonna happen and he had been dead? How are they releasing this music and he's been dead for... Thank you so much. You can buy one at nerdjunkshop.com. We outside university. Thank you. All right, come on. Come on. Right in your face. Moving on. Solomon had already... So Solomon married... Are y'all listening? Solomon married an Egyptian queen. Yeah, ready? Are we ready? We back to this. Okay. All right. And built the walls of Jerusalem much larger and stronger than those that had been before. And thenceforward he managed public affairs very peaceably. Nor was his youth any hindrance in the exercise of justice. So just because he was young didn't mean he didn't know. Or in the observation of the law. So just because he was young, he didn't say, oh, I'm young and I'm the king, so I could just do whatever I want. Because he was young, he wanted to do well and do wise things. The exact opposite of what our world teaches now. You be young and dumb. When he was like, I'm young, but I'm smart and I'm wise. And I want to make good decisions as a ruler, as a leader. I want to. Just because I'm young, that don't mean nothing. So just because you're young, that don't mean you got to live wild and crazy. Okay? Right? Right. Okay. So, let me see. Remembrance. Come on. All right. Nor was his youth any hindrance in the exercise of justice or in the observation of laws or in the remembrance of what charges his father had given him at his death. So his father's last words, his last will and testament, all the things his dad said to him before he died. He didn't take those things lightly. He actually applied them to his life. He now resolved to go to Hebron and sacrifice to God upon the brazen altar that was built by Moses. Accordingly, he offered their burnt offerings in number 1,000. And when he had done this, he thought he paid great honor to God. For as he was asleep, That very night, God appeared to him and commanded him to ask of him some gifts which he was already ready to give him as a reward for his piety. So, look, before Solomon could even ask, when God appeared to him, he said, whatever he asked me, whatever he wants, I'm going to give it to him. God shows up ready to give you what you ask for, but your doubt stops it from coming. God literally shows up ready to give you what you ask for, but your doubt makes it not happen. Watch. Look at this. So Solomon asked of God what was most excellent and of the greatest worth in itself, what God would bestow with the greatest joy, and what is most profitable for a man to receive. For he did not desire to have bestowed upon him either gold or silver or any other riches, because he was already a king, as a man and a youth might naturally have done. For these are the things that generally are esteemed by most men. That's mostly what folks ask for, is money and gold. As alone of the greatest worth and the best gifts of God. But he said, give me, O Lord, a sound mind and a good understanding, whereby I may speak and judge the people according to the truth and righteousness. With these petitions, God was well pleased and promised to give him all those things that he had not mentioned in his option, which was riches, glory, and victory over his enemies. So wait a minute. When I don't ask for physical things and I ask for more knowledge, you give me all the stuff that people normally ask for. As many books as I can. Let me. Oh no! Quit playing circle. Let me pack up as many books as I can. So if I get this, anything I want won't be off limits. Bet. That is all you had to say. What? So if I don't ask for money, you give me as much of it as I want. If I'm thankful for the apartment space, room, basement, small house that you give me, and you ask me to learn how to handle all of this better, then you just give me the other stuff. So if I don't get up thinking about how much money I'm going to make at work today, and I actually get up and read the word and apply it to my life, then I get to work and I got a raise coming that I didn't even ask for. A deferment on my car payment that I didn't even know that I could. Somehow or another, some extra money got paid on my light bill. Somebody just brought me 17 bags of groceries over here. And all I did every day was get up and put God's word first. You mean you ain't had a job in 25 years and all your bills done always been paid? Even if you didn't have your own house, God still took care of you? Even when you was in a van and he was letting random people walk up to you that you did not have to lay on your back or do nothing for and get hotels for you and your children in a city where you didn't have nobody? What? You mean he let a person pay for your whole cosmetology cash, pay your rent up for 2 years, and make sure you and your baby straight, all because they saw that you had a good heart and you gave to other people before yourself? For real? You let over $6,000 at a time worth of beautiful shoes be delivered to somebody's house that just get up and read the Bible. Like every so many months. Huh? And all I had to do was get up and read the Bible, and my $2,200 worth of bills every single month was paid, and then $3,500. And all I had to do was get up and read. You let me get jobs that I was not qualified for and move into apartments and homes, and I didn't even have no job, didn't have to lie, nothing, and the bills was still paid. And all I had to do was get up and find out what you want me to do, huh? Bet. Make you more important than getting on my social media in the morning. Make you more important than talking to my boo thing in the morning. Make you more important than looking at how much my check gonna be. And all of that other stuff will come to me. Really? I'm about to see. I'm about to see. And I did. 22 years later, here I am. Living witness. Putting first and see don't your life change. Baby, you won't even be able to think of it and it'll be delivered to you. You won't get the thought out good if somebody will be calling you saying, I thought about you and I sent you sa. The only reason you in lack is because you don't put God first. You go asking everybody else instead of asking him to change your situation. Ask him before it get bad. Ask him before you go to your boss for a raise. My shoes ain't ran out. And I'm going to be honest, I done had to leave whole storages and whole houses full. And whenever I got to where I was going, he already had the rest of it supplied. Like, I don't care. That's why the only thing I don't want to leave right now, if I just had to leave and God said, okay, you can take what you want, I'm taking my books. Everything else replaceable. These books, well, you know, and y'all stuff, but I'm saying, like, if it's the absolute, my books. Can I take all my books? All my books. That's all I'm going to take is my books. That's it. I'll figure out these clothes. I can hand wash them, hang dry, and do my thing and move on. But these books, yeah, no, I don't want to leave those. How will you learn and trust God if you don't go through stuff? You will not know that he is a provider unless you're in a bad situation, or not even a bad situation, but a situation that no human person can help you do. That's what he's there for. That's what a miracle is. That's how you learn. That's how I can sit here and tell you, oh, I don't care. They came to lock me and my ex-husband out of the house because he was very irresponsible. And I prayed, and we had paid some money, and just so happened that they couldn't kick us out if they took our money, and they did. And 30 minutes before it was about to be time for them to show back up again, God let the other money come 2 weeks later. So what you mean? And then we stayed in there 3.5 years after that. I don't really care what nobody say. Because my daddy don't care about deadlines. He want to see if you're going to trust him past the deadline. And even if he do make you move, whatever it is that you're about to go through, you don't even realize he's releasing you from something and giving you something you asked for. Everybody always want to look at everything like it's so negative and horrible and this and that. But sometimes it be moving you to what you asked for. And you won't get to get it if you stay where you're at. Because if I would have stayed in my marriage, I'm not going to lie to y'all. If I would have stayed in my marriage, y'all, I would have not been in the right mindset to do this. Because he would have been, if he did anything like he used to, oh, you'd have heard every door slamming. He'd have been walking through here trying to get an attitude, leaving and all this old crazy stuff. Well, take your old raggedy cell phone. Because if you'll do it while I'm witnessing to one person on the phone, what you going to do with 335 and 450 people? And I told him, I do not love you more than I love God. So if you start to get in God's way, I promise you, I'm out. And I saw he kept me so irritated and such in a bad mood that I could not witness in the morning. I couldn't get up and read my Bible. I was angry all day. So when people called me, I couldn't minister in the right spirit. Nah, bro, you gotta go. I'm not holding on to nothing that's getting in the way of God's plan for my life. Nothing. And I'm not saying get no divorce. I'm saying work on your marriage if you can. But if God is allergic to you better listen, because it could cause more damage later on down the line. Now, yes. Don't be tricked. And sometimes we do get ourselves in a situation, but sometimes God be trying to get us out too before the all hell break loose. You didn't have pains, but he be trying to get you out before. Glad he didn't hurt my heart to say, girl, no, I forgave that man for everything he did. I ain't even mad at him. I really be feeling sorry for the dude. He a good person, but it's like, I'm not trying to be with nobody that think I'm their enemy and we together. Like that be crazy. I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm definitely not in competition with my spouse, and I'm definitely not going to be trying to snuff out my spouse's light. So if I feel the need to not be able to be happy and go lucky around you and my, oh no, you got to go. You're not about to kill off my spirit. God made me like this, and if you don't like it, you just go away. That's all you got to do. I won't be mad or nothing, because I'm going to be more sad if you keeping me miserable. Who the heck want to sit up and be miserable for the next 20 years? Not me, and I'm not going to do it. I won't be able to be in the right spirit. And I'm not encouraging divorce. I'm saying make sure you be careful and know that a person, listen, they'll stop your whole ministry because they jealous and don't want to do the work for their own self, but to make sure you don't get to do yours. And then try to take your words and use them for their own stuff. Get yourself out of here. You ain't read not nothing. Heard me. We had a conversation, and now you done had a revelation. But won't apply none of it to your life. So what good was it? You read it, you heard it, you listened to it, but you didn't apply it. Ain't nobody got time for that. And that's my friends, family. If I give you advice and you don't listen, but you think I'm going to keep listening to the problem, I will hang up in your face and block you instantly. I'll probably be blocking you right before I get ready to say this last, all right, what you about to do? My people, that they know when I say, all right, what you about to do, that means I'm about to get off the phone. Because you don't want to hear a solution and I don't want to keep hearing the problem. No. So if you're not looking for a solution, I suggest you swipe past my name and dial somebody else. Because all I got is solutions over here. Y'all better start paying attention to them people that you dig a bucket of dirt out, and as soon as you turn to go dig some more, they put it back in. No. I'll be right back. I'm not dealing with nobody that keep filling the hole up that I'm trying to dig out. Absolutely not. All right, y'all. Let's get through this last little bit, and then I'm gonna take a break. It's my eyes starting to hurt. I don't know about a word of God shortage, but I do believe that they're gonna be trying to come and get some books. That's why you need to be getting your stuff and taking your notes and stuff now. All right. Hey, y'all. So let's get through this because I want to show y'all something. Are y'all ready? Now, this little thing we gonna call watch the intentions of those around you. Y'all ready? This little reading we about to do, and I think I'm not gonna read it on this computer. I think I'm gonna read it in my book. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. So it says Solomon having already settled firmly in his kingdom and having married. We read that. Blah blah blah. Go back right here. So God gave him whatever he asked for. We know that, right? This is not where I wanted to read. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so go to chapter 2, but go to the 27th verse. Page 254. We're in the book of Josephus, y'all. We're not in OTP. If you just got here. That's where we at. You got to type in Josephus, book 8, and we're in chapter 2, and you need to be in verse 27. You can go to Bible Study Tools and go to the Antiquities of the Jews, and now we in chapter 2. Y'all got it? It starts with there were two women who were harlots. It was two women who was hoes. Who said? I was always talking about some hoes. But they say, hey, hoes. But they spell it H-E, what is it? A-U or something. Ain't that what they say? It's one pretty boy, and I think he call himself Maddie, and he be saying that life with Maudie or something, and he be like, hey hoes. It's hilarious. Have y'all seen him? Yes. He spell it H-E-U-X or something. I think. Yes. Okay. He's a truck driver. No, not T.S. Madison. No, not T.S. Yes, like that. Like that, Tanisha. Just like that. That's how he's. Yeah, like that. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Still on here. We 2 hours down. 3 almost. So let's get this going. All right. So It was two women. Life of Marty. Yes, it's 6 lines down. Thank you so much. You don't have to download it. You just gotta go to the website right there. Just type in Josephus right this Josephus, and then book 8 chapter 2 in your search bar in Bible study tools. It's gonna come up. Or you can go to Bible study tools and type in Josephus and then go to Antiquities of the Jews, but we in chapter 2, not 1. Not 1 anymore. We in chapter 2. Yeah. So type in Josephus, book 8, chapter 2. And then we in verse 27. And now for all of y'all that said y'all didn't have the book of Josephus, now you do. This is the Antiquities of the Jews, the Wars of the Jews. This guy is referenced in your Bible. So some of the scriptures, if you got like a Bible study Bible, you know what I mean, whatever you call it, the student Bible, study Bible, it's going to reference this guy a lot. A lot of the scriptures that you see that say J-O-S is for this guy. So those scripture references go back to Josephus. That's why it'd be so funny that people are like, who wrote the book? Well, you didn't get that book from Paul. The references come from Josephus, the Jewish ancient historian who lived 4 years after. He was born 4 years after Jesus died. This guy. Did y'all know? After Jesus died. Yep. Yeah. He was born 4 years after Jesus died in Jerusalem. If I'm not mistaken, Flavius Josephus. Yep. And then he went over to like Rome or some other stuff. I can't remember the history, but yeah, this guy. Yep. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay. You're welcome. All right, let's get this going, y'all. Okay. So it says there were two women who were harlots in the course of their lives, and they came to him, Solomon, of whom, wait a minute, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So these, okay. There were two women who were harlots in the course of their lives that came to him, of whom she that seemed to be injured began to speak first. So the one that had the biggest problem, or the one, it was two women and they used to be hoes. And they needed Solomon to decide a matter for them. Okay? So the one that seemed to be the most upset, she spoke first. Okay? She like, so like Judge Judy, like the plaintiff and the defendant type stuff. Okay? So the plaintiff was speaking first. Okay? The plaintiff. All right? And Solomon is the judge. Okay? So it says, and said, O king, I and this other woman dwell together in one room. Now it came to pass that we both bore a son at the same hour of the same day. And on the third day, this woman laid on her son and killed it. And then took my son out of my bosom and removed him to herself. And as I was asleep, she laid her dead son in my arms. Now, when in the morning I was desirous to give the breast to the child, I did not find my own, but saw the woman's dead child laying by me. For I considered it exactly and found it so to be. Hence it was that I demanded my son, and when I could not obtain him, I have recourse, my lord, to thy assistance. For since we were alone and there was nobody there that could convict her, she cares for nothing, but perseveres in the stout denial of the fact. So two hoes was ovulating together. They probably got pregnant the same night and they gave birth at the exact same time, which happens a lot with women that are around each other. They cycle together, they ovulate at the same time, and if they have sex around the same time, they probably get pregnant the same night. So they were two whores that lived in a whorehouse and they both got pregnant the exact same night and they had their babies at the exact same time. No, it's a reality. One woman rolled over onto her baby and killed it. And so while the other woman was sleeping, she got up and switched the babies out. They're the exact same age. They was born at the exact same hour on the exact same day. So both of the babies is 3 days old. Okay? And so now the mother that had her baby stole then went to Solomon like, look, that's why we here. Because she keep denying it, but I know that's my baby. Right? Right. And she keep denying it. Thieves. That's why I don't like them. So it says, let me see. 30. It says, when this woman had told this her story, the king asked the other woman what she had to say in contradicting to that story. But when she denied that she had done what was charged upon her and said that it was her child that was living and that it was her antagonist's child that was dead, and when no one could devise what judgment could be given, and the whole court were blind in their understanding and could not tell how to find out this riddle, the king alone invented the following way to discover it. He bade them bring in both the dead child and the living child, and he sent one of his guards and commanded him to fetch a sword and draw it, and to cut both the children into two pieces, that each of the women might have half of the living child and half of the dead child. Hereupon all the people privately laughed at the king as no more than a youth. But in the meantime, she that was the real mother of the living child cried out that he should not do so, but deliver that child to the other woman as her own. For she would be satisfied with the life of the child and with the sight of it, although it were esteemed the other's child. So she was like, even though, don't kill the baby, don't kill the baby. I'll be okay with letting her have the baby as long as you let the baby live. Please don't kill the baby. Right? Just please don't kill the baby. Okay? But the other woman was ready to see the child divided and was desirous, moreover, that the first woman should be tormented. So the mama whose baby it really wasn't, she was like, yeah, do it. Her baby had already died. She wanted the other woman to suffer, so not once have you made me suffer by stealing my baby and making me think my baby died. Now you okay with him killing my baby because your baby dead. Yes, it is in the Bible too. Cut both the babies in half. And the mama that baby had already died was like, yeah, do it. The mama that baby was still living was like, please, 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 just give the baby to her. Please, just don't, please, please, please don't kill the baby. I'll be okay with just watching my baby grow up as long as my baby can live, please. It's some evil people on this planet. They mad because they life crazy and they want your life to be crazy too. Yes. Yes, this is in the Bible, y'all. All of this is in the Bible because it is the Bible. I just told you this is where you get your Bible references from. Josephus. Right? So it says, when the king understood that both of their words proceeded from the truth of their passions, he adjudged the child to her that cried out to save it, for that she was the real mother of it, and he condemned the other as a wicked woman who had not only killed her own child, but was endeavoring to see her friend's child destroyed also. Crazy, right? Now, who remembers me telling y'all that prior to Jesus coming, there were rituals that had to be done and magic was used? Who remembers me saying that? For the rocks to be glowing and all of that. Okay. There's a part of this that I want y'all to read, and y'all can go read it on your own. But it's 5, and it talks about what we read in the Testament of Solomon. I'm just going to touch on it a little bit. So if you go down from where we at in 2, go past 3, go past 4, and go to 5, guess what it's saying here? It says, now the sagacity and wisdom which God had bestowed upon Solomon was so great that he exceeded the ancients, insomuch that he was no way inferior to the Egyptians. So the same knowledge that the Egyptians had, Solomon had. All of it. So he had God's word and the mystical arts. He had both. Because in order to tell a person that they're under a spell, you have to know what magic looks like. To know how to tell a person to get out of a spell at that time, because we didn't have Jesus Christ, he needed to understand spells. But when Jesus came, you didn't need to understand spells anymore because the blood of Jesus covered all that. But prior to that, nope, look at this. Look. He said, okay, insomuch that he was no way inferior to the Egyptians, who are and have said to have been beyond all men in understanding. Nay, indeed, it is evident that their sagacity was very much inferior to all of the kings. So he was saying basically his knowledge exceeded the Egyptians. Hey y'all, right? So it says he also composed books of odes of songs, 1,005. So Solomon wrote 1,005 songs. 1,005 songs Solomon wrote. 1,005 parables and similitudes or similitudes. 3,000, for he spake a parable upon every sort of tree, from the hyssop to the cedar, and in like manner about beasts, about all sorts of living creatures, whether upon the earth or in the seas or in the air. For he was not unacquainted with any of their natures, nor omitted inquiries about them, but described them like a philosopher, and demonstrated his exquisite knowledge of their several properties. So he knew most of your medical journals and all of that kind of stuff, that ancient wisdom about plants and stuff, a lot of those are Solomon's books. He really was an animal whisperer too. Like a bird whisperer, he really could talk to animals. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but he had that ability as well. Look, so we on page 256 if you got the book. It says, God also, this is 45, 5, The verse 45. So it says, and God enabled him to learn the skill which expels demons, which is a useful science, which is a science useful and sanative to men. He composed such incantations also by which distempers are alleviated. He left behind him the manner of using exorcisms by which they drive away demons so that they never return. And this method of cure is in great force unto this day. For I have seen a certain man of my own country whose name was Eleazar releasing people with the demoniacal um, that were demoniacal in the presence of Vespian and his sons and his captains and the whole multitude of his soldiers. The manner of the cure was this: he put a ring that had a root of one of those sorts mentioned by Solomon to the nostrils of the demoniac, after which he drew out the demon through his nostrils. And when the man fell down immediately, he adjured him to return to him no more, making still mention of Solomon and reciting the incantations which he composed. And when Eleazar would persuade and demonstrate to the spectators that he had such a power, he set a little way of a cup or a basin full of water. He set a little way off, a cup or a basin full of water, and commanded the demon as he went out of the man to overturn it, and thereby to let the spectators know that he had left the man. And when was done, the skill of wisdom was shown very manifestly, for which reason it is that all men may know the vastness of Solomon's abilities, and how he was beloved of God, and that the extraordinary virtues of every kind which this king was endowed may not be unknown to any people under the sun. For this reason, I say it is that we have proceeded to speak so largely on the matters. Lotus, you didn't know that? That's in your book 1 at the back, second book to the end. That's why I wanted to read that to y'all, because now when we go to Testament of Solomon, for the people that say that it's not in the Bible, what does it say here? Right there. That's exactly what it says. Let's read it. It says, the Testament of Solomon, son of David, who reigned in Jerusalem, and subdued what? All the spirits of the air, of the earth, and under the earth. Through them he also accomplished the magnificent works of the temple. And tells this, what their authorities are against men, and by what angels the what? Demons are thwarted. Same Solomon. So then, if we flip right here, look what it say. Through the archangel Michael, the Lord God grants Solomon the magical ring, which gives Solomon what? Power over what? The demons. So this can be backed up in Josephus. For all of y'all church folks that be trying to tell your folks, you know where Josephus is now. So you can take them to Josephus and show them that in Josephus, which is where most of our Bible comes from, okay? It's right here. Now, we don't have to thwart angels anymore or demons, because that's what the Holy Ghost does. But prior to that, before Jesus came and bled and died and all of that, there were things that had to happen to ward off the evil spirits. And they are listed. So, and right after that, it starts talking about how Agnor, or King Hiram, wrote him a letter. And we know that Hiram was a giant, right? So look what comes after that. Look. Solomon to King Hiram, and Hiram to King Solomon. We know for a fact that Hiram and Agnor from Greek mythology are the same person. And they say they mythology, but how was Solomon writing a letter to King Hiram or Agnor in Greek mythology if they ain't real? Tell me. What's the little short Lannister's name? Tell me what the little short Lannister's name is, please. Anybody know? Oh, really? Did y'all know his name was listed in here? Told y'all this was the real Game of Thrones. Told y'all all the names come from somewhere. Yes. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Look, it says of the building of this. Solomon began to build the temple in the 4th year of his reign, on the 2nd month, which the Macedonians call Artemises, and the Hebrews Jur, 592 years after the exodus out of Egypt, but 1020 years from Abraham's coming out of Mesopotamia into Canaan. And after the deluge, 1,444 years. And from Adam, the first man who was created, until Solomon built the temple, there had passed in all 3,102 years. So, in between Adam to the building of the temple, it was 3,100 years. 3,102 years. Look. After the deluge, 1,440 years, and from Adam, the first man who was created, until Solomon built the temple, there had passed in all 3,102 years. Now y'all see why this book is so important to me. Because where does this start? At the beginning. And it just goes on down. I just showed what book it is. Right there. Show that first. And this goes all the way through history, all the way up to 1870. So now you see why when people come talking about, I don't read out of the 66, well, you treat yourself, because you will never know all of the stories of the Bible or the rest of it. See these small details that we can tell people? Well, I know from Adam to when Solomon built the temple was 3,100 years, 3,102, as a matter of fact. Random information, but just in case you want to know. And for those of you that don't believe in the Testament of Solomon, this book that's in the back of our Old Testament supergraphic, and said don't listen to it. Well, your Jewish historian, Josephus, Flavius Josephus, that's the where you get your Bible from. He said the same thing. Right in here. In the Antiquities of the Jews. Okay, so. It should be on my book list, y'all. It's go to my Amazon. That big book is on the book list. I'm about to go to. I'll hold it up one more time, but screenshot it because I'm not about to hold it up anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. I love y'all. I might come back on later on this evening. I don't know for sure. But I hope y'all have a good day. I probably will come back on later. I don't know. I need some coffee. And I'm going to go and sit outside for a minute before it gets dark. So I love y'all. I hope y'all learned something today. We was kind of all over the place, but it was good. I think we had a well-rounded class. And now y'all have y'all not necessarily own copy, but you can go read the history of the Jews from the beginning to the end. And whether I'm telling y'all right now, it's very interesting. This is how I found out that Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter. This is how I know where Diodorus and Dionysus come from. And this is how I start putting the 2 and 2 together with this. With the Greek mythology, I'm like, wait a minute, that's the name of... Hold on. These run neck and neck. Greek mythology and Josephus and your Bible and your OTP. You're going to need them all. And I promise you, you're going to start seeing everything run together. It'll be the same stuff. Same name, same stories. You'll be like, wait a minute. Man. And then when we found out that the Chaldeic or the Akkadian or the Babylonian and Assyrian kings are really who the Greek mythology kings are. They just use the Roman names, the Greek names for them. Bet. I absolutely love mythology. So when you're watching Greek mythology, you're actually watching the stories of the Greek and, of the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. And they say it in their book right there. So it's the real thing. I love y'all. I'll come back on here later. Because this, what time is it? Oh, it's early. Still 5. I'll probably come back on about 7 or 8. So, I love y'all. Talk to y'all in a minute.